Hi, I'm Camila, and today with my friend Christina, we wanted to ask you some questions about our country, Colombia, and we wanted to know if you like it, if you've been here. But first, we would like to know you, so could you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, my name is Gabriel Struikheier, and I am from Canada, and I live in Canada currently, and I studied in Colombia for 7 months.
Wow, Gabriel, that sounds really cool. So let us know, what did you choose Colombia for your exchange?
I mainly chose Colombia because it was the only Spanish speaking country I could choose, and I really wanted to learn Spanish. But I wasn't exactly too sure of which country I should choose because I had a lot of other countries with Latin languages, such as France and Brazil, and it was hard for me. And I had mentioned to a friend of mine I wanted to maybe go to Colombia, and he had gone to Colombia the year before I had, and he basically told me it was the best place on the planet. He said so much good stuff about Colombia. He said how much he loved it, and he really made me want to go. And because of my good friend who previously went to Colombia, I chose Colombia, and I was very happy with my choice.
Oh, I'm glad that your friend had a good perception of the country. But while he was telling you all these good things about it, did you imagine Colombia as some kind of forest or something like that? Because I've heard some people saying how surprised they were when they found out that there are buildings and that even people here are civilized because and they even get surprised by that. So, did you used to believe some kind of stereotypes and when you came here you were really surprised about it?
No, not really. I was kind of educated on Colombia a bit because I enjoyed a bit of media that was set place in Colombia, and I saw the cities, and I know there was lots of people there, so I knew they had a good bit of cities, and that I wasn't really surprised about. The big thing that was like really took me off guard was how different the culture was down there.
Wow, that's really, really interesting because I think you're the first native that we've met that didn't think Colombia was a jungle or a forest and actually knew we had cities and things like that. So you said you were really shocked about our culture. So I want you to let us know what was that aspect of a culture that really shocked you. It could be the food, it could be the way we express, um, I don't know, some typical dances, the way we refer to our president, it can be the way we dress up. I don't know. I really want you to tell us about that first impression you had of our culture, because we know here in Colombia it's really, really common to people to express bad to each other and refer with bad words to each other, and that's okay because we're not easily offended. We use a lot of bad words, but I know that for a foreigner like you, it's like really strange. So we want you to share us that. And how did you feel about it? How was your first impression about it? How was your reaction when you find out like the real meaning of those bad words?
Well, when I first got to Colombia, the big thing was that the people were just so full of life and full of love, and they were just so touchy and so yeah, expressive, and that really like was super different for me. In Canada, it's not like that. People are much more I don't know, less friendly. Like they won't go up to you and just give you a hug, or they won't go up to you and just like talk to you. It's not like that. But here, I would walk in the middle of the street, and people would just be so friendly to you no matter what, and just want to talk to you. And yeah, and on the bad words, that really surprised me too. In Canada, you don't just like meet people and they swear at you, but in Colombia, it's not a bad thing. Like they'll just like they use a lot of swear words, and that really surprised me. And the meaning of the swear words too. Like there are many words like marica that in English I could never ever say to anyone in any situation, and then like calling another person by negro or like negra, like just calling someone black, that's that you cannot do in my culture. It's impossible. It's just considered too offensive.
Can just imagine your reaction when you first heard those words. And I don't know, it is pretty normal here. And but did you like get used to it? And when you went back to Canada, did you feel like you had the need to call people by Marika or something like that, or did you just totally forget about it and had no problem going back to your culture and forget about those words? Because when I go to another place of the country where they have different expressions and different words, they always get stuck in my head. And when I come back, I still use them. But I guess your situation is kind of different because they're kind of rude for you. So I don't know how you felt with that. Was it difficult, or do you use them with your friends in Canada, or you just use it when you talk to people from here?
I only really use it when I talk to people from Colombia because it's really I don't know the parts of my brain that have those words as part of the Spanish part, and my English part doesn't do the same thing. So when I talk to people in Spanish, it's like I'm going to use those words, but in English, I'm going to refrain from those words just because it's more polite in my culture.
Yes, we understand that you have to be polite there in Canada. And we're so glad that you still use some of our Colombian slang, at least with your Colombian friends, and that there's a little part of Colombia with you there in Canada. So thank you so much for answering all of our questions. That was the interview about Colombian culture.